Unfortunately, the fact that Republic of Cyprus is EU member, on the one hand, gives us a lot of opportunities. On the other hand, you see again the Greek Cypriot leadership, which is not looking at all at that. And what I mean by this, and I'm saying this very loudly, if Mr. Anastasiadis tomorrow in the Council of European Union would say that he would support projects and cooperation with Turkish Cypriots, starting by a hospital in the buffer zone, going to a health committee in airport, dealing with Green Deal and environmental issues. All these are in our hands, but he doesn't go for that. He leaves the Turkish Cypriots at the mercy of Turkey. And communities becoming more and more dependent on Turkey. And some, like Tatar, wants Turkish Cypriots to cut all relations with EU, but the Republic of Cyprus, instead of hitting a different line, does exactly what Tatar wants and what Erdogan wants. There is one target which we have to put on our agenda. I will be very loud about this all the time. I will invite him in this to support cooperation and interdependence from energy to health, from sports to education. That is to build up a federal sensitivity from below. And we have the EU opportunity to do this. Republic doesn't exploit this opportunity. That's a great shame. Quite opposite. Tries to bring obstacles to anything you can imagine, which I'm part of it. I'm dealing with many issues at the same time, and I know what I'm talking about. I hope that will change soon. I don't have much hopes. I would concentrate to 2023. We have elections. We need a new leader. We need a replacement. Go back to most of the Greek Cypriots remember very well when Kyprianou was in power and Denktash was exploiting Kyprianou's existence to declare TRNC and do other maneuver. And then Vasiliou came, the whole atmosphere changed. And first time, Turkey said was condemned by you, by this new leader. That is what we need now. Because whatever Turkish plans are, it will be materialized if there is a Greek Cypriot leader who is in denial. A new leader which will go for a cooperation and compromise will have all the support of international community, including EU. EU is fed up with the elites of Republic of Cyprus. Fed up because we know exactly what's happened. Last night, when we discussed in Athens with Mr. Ioachimidis, who was an advisor to Semitis. He was the brain of Helsinki. And he was the guy who was promoting solution of Cyprus community. I mean, he told us something, was public, I can repeat here. It was 16th of April, 2003. Cyprus was signing the accession in Athens to the EU. And Tassos Papadopoulos was talking to Tony Blair and Jacques Chirac and other leaders, you know, don't worry, because I will sign Kofi Annan plans as it is as soon as Turkey will be ready. And that man, after the signature, did the opposite. We have an archbishop who says, until today, we cheated Europeans and we became a member. This is our image in EU. So in refreshment of political leadership in Greek Cypriot community, it's a must. And this is where we have to work all together for this first step. Second thing is, I am promoting, my office is promoting a lot of cooperation levels between two communities, from Halloumi to Turkish language, etc., for common health committees, We always coming to a point that the Republic of Cyprus are trying to hinder this. But do you know why? Do you know what? Turkish Cypriot side with Tatar and Ergün Olgun, we are very happy each time Republic doesn't include Turkish Cypriots because they don't want Turkish Cypriots to do nothing with EU. That's the negative dialectic which we have to break, and it's very important. Okay, third step, Turkey, Erdogan, Machtpolitik, this policy of power and hard game Ali mentioned already. But you know, it is one thing to do power politics as Bismarck, when you are Bismarck, and it is another thing to do power politics when you are Recep Tayyip and not Bismarck. What I'm saying to say, Turkey is doing an aggressive policy, but fails in only fields. That's why you see this aggressive nationalism. And I'm very much terrified by the idea. Only space, geographical space, where they can cook things is from northern part of Cyprus. And we are trying to bring their resentment, their anger, their aggression in Varosha, as we saw them in inhuman way, in northern part, threatening for annexation and all the rest of it. We cannot stop this unless two things can happen. One is a new leadership in Republic of Cyprus of unification, and second thing is EU-Turkish relations, a positive agenda for Turkey and EU. Of course, I agree with Ali that Turkey's image in EU is terrible, having Osman Kavala in prison, Demirtas in prison. Myself, I put 10 questions to the Commission about Osman Kavala and Demirtas. I signed many petitions against Erdogan's behavior. I know that. Human rights record is terrible. You don't find a one single MEP to say positive words about Turkey, and rightly so. So that pressure is there, should be there. But parallel to this pressure should be also a positive agenda. Now, two-state solution, a kind of blah, blah. There is no two-state solution. This is a blah, blah. I can assure you that I had several contacts with Catalonian members in the parliament. Tuchman's advisors several times came to visit me. They were crying out, they were just crying that EU doesn't support them in their demand for separate self-determination, because there is zero tolerance to Catalonia. Please pay attention. If there is zero tolerance to Catalonia, one of the richest areas and historically a separate entity in Spain, who would really come and recognize TRNC? Are we joking? No. What we are talking here is either an annexion to Turkey in a megalomaniac Turkish nationalism at the end of the day, or a loose kind of federation and settlement and compromise. There is, in between, there is no other thing such as two-state solutions. Okay. So my call is we have to fight against Greek Cypriot leadership who seeks domination over the Turkish Cypriots, and we have to fight against Turkish policy of separation at the same time. We fight against separation and domination at the same time, and which means we have to merge our voices. All Cypriots, independent of, I would say, ideological attitudes, etc. We are here, and I think we are more than before in numbers and in organization and influence in public opinion. We have to fight these two very harmful ideologies, domination and separation. This is there. I don't have anything to promise, but just to fight together. That's where we are. I will leave you with this. please show some understanding because it's very rare. I mean, my daughter and she's really great, but it was a great meeting with all friends. And we will come back and keep a good job together. Thank you. Good evening. İyi akşamlar herkese.
Hocam.
Çalışacakta.
You are excused.